Okay, so let's try again. Live without your head. Only the head will complain, saying, but without me, you're not intelligent. You can't run this life. You can't tell people about this place. You see, how will you be a tour guide? Because intuition can't handle information. You see? For that, you need this mind. You see? But how does intuition, this divine intelligence, have the information to beat our heart then run this world and all the processes in this world? What intelligence is that? And can that intelligence not function as a tour guide? Now it won't if it doesn't want to. You can't force it. You see, you can't force your intuition and say, you better provide this information to me at the right time, otherwise you're failing. You see, and this is where the mind picks up and say, oh, when I go to my intuition, then I don't find anything. It's all silent. So the mind can scare us with these tactics and say, but you'll be lost without your head. It's just not true. And all you have to do is trust and try. Just trust and dive in. You'll never lose anything of value. In fact, you can't. Because all the notions of value are only in our head. All the ideas of meaning and value judgments are just in our intellect. Nothing in reality is ever lost anyway. But trust this divine intelligence to run this life. It is doing it anyway, but it's playing the game at the moment of depending on, or playing the pretense of depending on the head. Don't let the intellect play table tennis with you. 1 minute this way, next minute that way, then back here, then back there. All these problems, all these conundrums, unsolvable things are not problems in your reality. And don't go to your head for evaluation, judgment about, oh, how's it going now that I'm living without my head? How's it going now? What do you think about this? It's been a full 2 minutes. Sometimes I jokingly say we're happier to wait 30 minutes for a pizza, but God has to deliver. Otherwise, the mind is back saying, see, nothing happened. Are you enlightened? Are you free? So back to the head. Where can you go for evaluation? Can your nose smell the size of this room? So try and use your mind to evaluate your life and all your judgments based on those evaluations as to what to do next. You see? So first you determine where you are based on incorrect concepts in the head. And then you say that this is what I must do, all on incorrect judgments, all on you're trying to determine the size of this room using your smell. Can't do it. And the head will say, oh, but yeah, but what about the real world or practical life? All nonsensical things. There's nothing that the divine intelligence, God's presence, Sadguru's presence, which is the light of this universe itself. There's nothing that it needs to rely on. In fact, it is the source of all things. And whose practical life are we talking about anyway? You come to satsang, you hear every day or whenever you hear satsang, you are not this. You are not this body mind. You see? But the mind comes and says, yes, all that is fine, but let's get real for a moment. At the end, I'm a body mind, isn't it? I mean, it makes me feel better when I hear that I'm not a body mind. But all this is to help the body mind. This is the game that many spiritual seekers are actually playing. They want to hear that they're not the body mind so that they can experience a sense of space, you see? And then find some sense of peace or spaciousness and not be stressed. But come back to the identity of body mind. And again, when they start to shake with the suffering that the world will definitely provide the body mind, you see, then again they want that relief from that. So to hear the body, that you're not the body mind so that you can help the body mind is one of the most convoluted games that the mind is playing. And that is the game of playing the spiritual seeker. Who is the seeker? Any seeker without body mind? Any seeking without the body mind? So who is the seeker then? The identity of limitation, the identity of being a body mind, seeking truths so that it can help itself. For yourself, in reality, there is no seeking. You can only, I mean, even rationally, should you seek that which you already have? You met somebody on the road and there's nothing wrong with his body. Suppose he says, but I'm looking for 2 hands. I want 2 more hands. So, but you have 2 hands. What are you talking about? No, what I want. You say, you're stupid or crazy or whatever, isn't it? But what are you seeking? What are we seeking? What you already have, you must find that out first. See if you can find somebody you need to help through your seeking. What step do you need to take? What do you need to understand? What do you need to see?